Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Lunchtime with Heavy Cardboard, where, well, we play Thinky Fillers. So, welcome everybody. Today we are bringing y'all Nova Luna, designed by Uwe Rosenberg, inspired by, and I want to get his name correct, Corne van Moorsel, I think is how you pronounce his name. Published by a number of publishers, going to be published by Stronghold Games and Indie Boards and Cards here in the States, but previously by Pegasus Spiel and Spielweis across the pond. So welcome everybody watching live around the world, as well as after the fact. I'm your host, Edward Euler.
And Jess.
All right, so today, Nova Luna. We played this a couple of times. Well, I played this a couple of times. Jess, how many times have you played it?
Once.
All right, so Thinky Filler plays solo to 4 players. So without further ado, you ready to get started?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Let's get into it. So, Nova Luna. I suppose the theme is the moon has its influence over our life on Earth for ages. It affects the tides and keeps people awake at night. The new moon is a symbol for a new start. It is the perfect time to start something new and plan your future. And that is what Nova Luna, Latin for the new moon, is all about. In every round of this abstract tile laying game, you have to plan your future anew. Develop a new strategy in order to cope with what the moon wheel has to offer you. Decide wisely. All right, so it doesn't really tell you a whole lot about the game, but let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? So we have the moon wheel here. We have the moon tiles around the outside. We have the moon marker there in the middle. And each of us is going to start with one marker here in the center. All right, at the very top over there. That's going to be our track for turn order as we go along. What we're going to be doing is over the course of an indeterminate number of rounds, we're going to be choosing some number or one of these tiles in turn order to then build up our own tableau, placing orthogonally adjacent to other tiles that we've placed down on our tableau. So in each round, there's going to be a maximum of 5 steps that may take place in each round. The first is possibly fill the selection track, depending on the number of tiles that are available out here. Then, in turn order, going to select a tile and move the marker. So whichever tile you choose, you're going to move the marker to that. Then you're going to advance your player disc, then place a tile, and then possibly complete goals. So let's go through that. So on a player's turn, they can choose 1, 2, or 3 ahead of where the moon marker is. So whoever's on top will be going first. So in this case, Jess would go first. But for the sake of the example, let's say it were like this. And let's say I choose this tile here. So this tile, each of these tiles has a number of information. You have the number of markers that you're going to advance, how many spaces you're going to advance. It has a color of the tile, and then it has anywhere between 1 to 3 different number of goals on it. So the first thing first, it has a 3 on it. I'm going to advance my disc 3 spaces, and the moon marker is going to then go where that one was. Then I'm going to place it into my tableau like so. Boom, done. I can't complete any goals because that's the first tile that I've placed. Then whoever is furthest behind will then take their turn. So in this case, Jess now can choose one of the 3 tiles that's available here, and she will move her disc there. Let's say she chooses this one for the 4. She would move that. That would go there. If it were a 3 and she ended up on top, whoever's on top would then take their turn. So it's possible for one player to have multiple turns in a given, or in a row, I should say. Then after that, I choose one of the following tiles, 1 to 3, etc., rinse and repeat. So The first step being the fill the selection track can only happen when there is 1 or 2 tiles left. You may, at the beginning of your turn, fill the tiles from the available stack of tiles out there. If there are 0 tiles left, you must fill the track at that point, because obviously you have no tiles from which you can choose. But past that, the goal is to complete goals, marking with your discs over here. So for instance, if I chose this tile here, advancing my disc 6 spaces to there, I then must place orthogonally adjacent to an existing tile. So if I were, where I place this first one or the second one as it were really isn't going to matter a whole lot, like so. And then obviously Jess would take her turn, etc., etc. But for argument's sake, let's say it were something along the lines of like this on my turn. Well, at any point when you have placed orthogonally adjacent, the number of tiles as shown that is touching that tile, you can complete that goal. So you'll notice that this goal here needs 1 aqua tile adjacent to it here. So in that case, there we go, that would complete that tile. The goal of the game is whoever gets all of their discs placed first. That would trigger the end of the game and the winner. So you'll notice that this one has 2 yellow tiles that it needs adjacent to it. So there's a couple different ways that we could complete this one. First, that would be adjacent like so. So it has 1 and it has 2 adjacent, so then at that point I would then be able to complete that goal. But there is a special rule in this game where like-minded tiles or like-colored tiles actually form the basis for making groups. So for instance, even though this tile technically is not orthogonally adjacent to this tile, it forms a group of 2 like-colored tiles. So in that case, this goal here is still completed as long as it's orthogonally adjacent to this one, since it forms a group. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So in that case, I would be able to complete that goal. Now, one other thing that I should point out is a tile never counts for itself. So this goal here that shows 2 yellow and 1 aqua, it does not currently have 2 yellow tiles touching it. 1, 2. This one would not count for that goal. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, so in that case, this goal has 1 adjacent to it. This goal has 1 adjacent to it. If this one were here, all we would need for this one is 1 more yellow tile, either there, 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 like so. And there you go. We continue taking turns based on whoever is furthest behind until one of us either completes all of their 20 discs, there are 21, one of which is the marker, or we cannot choose any more tiles because the draw pile is empty and the wheel here is empty. Whoever has completed the most at that point wins. That's it. That's how you play Nova Luna.
Yep.
All right, so if we can, I have no idea how these were.
I think this was here.
All right, I'll let you throw those out. I'll get the chat up and the camera. There and there. Hey, welcome everybody. So there we go. Oh, one other thing I wanted to mention. So this game was designed by Uwe Rosenberg. However, he gives credit in the back of the rule book, and I want to read this in an author's note. He says, the inspiration for this game was provided by habitats from the Dutch publisher Quali, published in 2016. Unlike Nova Luna, the tiles in Corne van Moersel's game have a maximum of 1 task, and the number of points for completion varies depending on the difficulty. So if you're familiar with habitats, this is going to seem very familiar to you. He says the number of points, Nova Luna contrasts with the difficulties the tasks have with different acquisition costs. I express my gratitude for this inspiration by naming Corne van Moorsel as co-author and granting him rights as such. My sincere thanks also go to Lucas Siegman for the wonderful illustrations. So there you go. So it was designed entirely by Uwe Rosenberg, but his inspiration was taken from Habitats. So there we go. Hence why Corne has, where's the first? There we go. has designer rights on it. So there we go. So first things first. I'll go simple. 5. Place your bets, i.e. Jess. There you go. All right, go for it. Yeah, it feels the turn or the comparisons that I've heard while playing this game are Patchwork meets Habitats. I've never played Habitats. Have you?
Yes.
All right. That was a loaded question. I knew she did. Full disclosure. So there's
Only
that.
with Rado wife Jen's little animals for it though, because it's best that way.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
It's still me. Hold on.
It is.
I
You're
took a
still-
small
you're
one.
right,
I have
you're
to
right,
think
you're
about
right.
this.
Yes,
now.
there are 4 colors. There are blue, aqua. What do we want to call that? Reddish, yellowish. So those are the 4 colors. There we go.
I guess I don't mind that. No, I'm gonna go with this one. So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's not going to be the most talked game. It's going to be a very quiet one, I have a feeling. 5.
I'm sure you can
2,
rectify
3.
that. Well, I want both of those.
Yeah, I have no chance in this. I apologize. Thank you, Alan. But you got the wrong horse. And you ruined bad idea.
Oh, but that would... I need both. All right, do both. Okay, do that. 6. 1, 2, 3,
I'm
4,
curious.
5,
Can you
6.
guys see that all right when the moon's standing? Yeah, you can see that when the moon's standing up.
I know,
so
but
we'll
it's
keep it
prettier
standing up.
down, isn't it?
Oh, shoot. Every time I do that. Sorry about that, guys. There we go.
If I go there. That takes care of this guy.
Yeah, I have to have this one. So 5.
I wanted that
3,
one.
4, 5. There. So that completes here.
See, you're already doing better than last time.
Yeah, I haven't fallen too behind. It is in the 2-player game. It's hard to catch up. It is possible. I'm just saying it's hard to catch up. There we go.
Oh, but that needs 2 yellow. Crud.
So remember, you can refill when there's 1 or 2. You must refill when there is 0 out there.
Darn it. I don't like you.
Okay, it's pretty. Everyone says you're right. So there you go. Prettier when the moon is laying down.
It is.
So would that be waning or waxing?
It depends on vacation. Don't make me actually think science. This is how you distract me.
I got to do something, or else.
The one I want to
no
get
chance.
to is too far. It's very
So
frustrating.
meaning it's got to be one of these
yes.
two.
And I'm upset about this. Do I go all the way over?
And it does, as I mentioned while Jess is thinking, it does have solo rules.
I'll go here.
So, and there are updated rules on BGG from Stronghold, since apparently they're going to be picking this one up. So,
I mean, it does do that, so fine.
it's not. Oh, it's your turn. Did you move?
Oh, I didn't move it. 5. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. Well, in that case, yes.
Well, see,
I will.
now this is waxing and waning, so you
Yeah,
have
waxing and is it waning, waning?
Waning. I
don't
always
know.
say it wrong because I learned from books, not
Oh,
from.
so you don't know?
I
No,
never
fair
know
enough, yeah.
pronunciation.
I don't. Well, I don't know.
Dan said utopia the other day. Is
What?
it actually utopia and not
thought-
dystopia? Utopia? Isn't it utopia?
I've always said utopia.
He threw
So,
me,
hey,
but Dan's
so-
really smart, so now I think it's utopia.
So
See,
apparently I'm not. She doesn't trust my pronunciation.
I went
so there you
to
go.
like not good elementary schools. I taught myself though, but when you read, you don't know how to pronounce it. So I never know.
Oh, I have to. All right, so I got to take that. So it's going to go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So good news. You still get whatever tile it was that you were. Now,
I don't even know if I want it.
there are 2 left, so at any point now, somebody can replenish. But before Jess takes her turn, here,
No,
I
it's
want
not
to
gonna
show
do what I want
everybody.
anymore.
So I now have 2 red ones here. So this one, because 2, and then this one has 2. So
I
you
go
can double up
there.
like so.
Soon
There
I'll
we
be able
go.
to get that. So that seems
Utopia
good.
in waning. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. It's a falling moon.
We're making things so difficult.
We are.
All right. I do want that one.
And you can replenish if you want. First.
Oh, yes, I will replenish.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yep. There you go. Oh, here. T-Rex arm. Oh,
I don't know
no.
where you
no.
are. Chat, help out.
Yeah, help us. Where was that?
Okay.
Sorry.
I'll put. Oh, you put them out. All right.
Oh, here. I mean, it's your turn. I'm just.
That's what I was trying to do.
Oh no.
All right, chat. Say where he was because we don't know. It's my turn. We know that.
So it's either 1, 2, or 3 ahead of you. I think it was 1 or 2 ahead of you, but yeah.
I think it was here, but they can correct. They'll say
right.
something in a minute. Chime in here. All of a sudden, chat gets really quiet. Like,
Right.
come on,
Yeah,
guys.
I'm like, really?
You've been here. What? Where was it? All right. So now, what do I want?
Which, if it was this tile, which it obviously was since you wanted it.
Well, I just wanted that color. It's not really that tile. It's not like it's some amazing, no.
2 ahead of white. There you go. Nailed
See?
it. Well done.
We knew.
Well done. All right.
We were fine.
Without looking at chat, who corrected it?
Chris.
Yes.
Thank you, Christopher.
All right. Thank you, Grant. Thank you, Christopher. All right.
Do you breathe a sigh of relief when Christopher is
Yes.
Yeah.
I do.
I don't
It's like
have
having
to.
a real-time follow. It's amazing. All
We
right,
actually do have a retail Apollo. This is true. Oh, that one's so good too. I need a yellow though. And I plan to do blues there. Oh, we'll just stick with that. Okay, I'm gonna take this one. And then do 3. Oh, I could have gone twice. That was dumb.
So I guess that is well, most games have that, to where if you bump it, bad things happen. So it's not the game's fault. It's my fault.
Your turn. I mean, that was an aggressive bump. I don't think that was.
Was it on purpose?
I don't think we can blame that on the game. If I was playtesting, I wouldn't mark that off. It would not count.
I think I want that one. Yeah. So we'll go 3, 1, 2, 3.
All right.
So this really makes me want to play Habitats, though, to see
It's
the comparison.
beautiful. But it's different, though. This didn't, other than tiles, and it's very different because it's movement-based. And yes, your tiles laying is how you score, but I don't play this and say, oh, it's just Habitats. It's not the same.
Understood. I gotcha.
I need a blue. A blue would be good.
Oh, and Jess.
What?
Chat is helping you out.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
one.
I just saw it. I was like, wait, I thought I was getting, yeah.
Testament Blue, or as I like to call it, Team Jess.
That would be good and lead to that. Where can I put that? Oh, there's so many I have to place for that, though. Mistakes have been made.
So it's a mixed bag.
All right.
It's amazing having the peanut gallery to be able to fix all of your mistakes whenever you screw things up in game. But man, when you guys see obvious stuff that we don't, it makes you feel dumb.
I don't think so. See, that bothers you. That doesn't bother me.
It does.
So this is going to do that and
No.
maybe set up
I'll
that.
have those, but-
I think it's better if I do this. So that does that.
So I'm going to have to punt on something if... No, I won't, actually. So that's 5.
So I can do 3.
So there. So that completes this there for those 2.
That's going to go there. That's going to go there.
Yep, good. All right. Hey, Mach V.
But that seems the smarter one. Tricky. I will take this. 4. So that does that and that.
This tile feels like it would go so well right there, but it's not adjacent to this one, so no. But I will take the Z. No, it's a 2, I know.
The Z.
And I will put this, actually, I'm going to scoot everybody
Well, that's
over.
really just too tempting. Because that's that. Yeah. I'll take the 6.
Hey, you know what? Yeah. I lied. I'm going to put it up here.
All right. So that does 1, 2, 3. I think that's it. Not that one. Yeah, that's it.
Normally Jess would be blue, but I figure it would show up better with the whites than the blues. So. So what do I need? I need a dark blue or an aqua. Wow. Nope. So that'll be 3.
Go again.
There you are. I had a place for this. Sorry. Hold on. I apologize. Oh, shoot. Wait, it was right here, right? No, it was here. Yeah. Boy, do I need a dark blue. I have chosen poorly. So if I take this, where can I put it? Can't put it here. Could put it here, but it blocks that off if I do that. I think that's actually okay. Yeah, I will. I feel like this is terribly short-sighted, though. 3. And remember, you can refill now. Apparently, she didn't need my...
I don't know, though,
instruction on
because
that.
that one's not bad, but no. I'm going to press it and see what I get.
This is actually a terrible tile for me in hindsight. Oh, I am playing terribly. All right. Go with it.
Red. I need red there. I know this.
And remember, it's always may refill, don't have to refill unless there's 0 tiles left.
Yellow. Nothing that I need. Okay. Go for something else.
Oh, have fun, Brian.
That's fine. Oh, that's interesting. Because if I go there,
There's a tile on the board that I desperately want.
I hope I pick it.
I won't say a word. I'm grooming you.
That's not what I want.
Got the me grooming you?
That
Okay, I
would
won't
be
do it.
fine. I mean, I guess just do that. All right, so 2. Oh, but that's not 4. But it does.
I'll let Jess do hers.
Doesn't wicked matter, but that does 3, so I'll do that.
Okay, so I'm going to place this here. So that completes that one right there. It also completes this one because we have yellow, we have red, and we have dark blue there. And then I have 2/3 of that one there. And then when I put a dark blue there, it'll complete this one and that one. Which might be a bit. No, a goal of 3 can satisfy a goal of 2, Paul. At least my understanding of the rules as I've read it, yes.
That would fill 2. That might be worth it. And I know I'm doing red, yellow.
Because it says each tile can be used for any goal as long as the adjacency rules are followed.
All right. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Although it does say matching the right colors and the right amounts is all that matters in order to complete a goal. But I would argue that 3 is still, you hit 2, so that means it's legit.
Oh, that won't do that. If I do that, it doesn't matter either way. That's not gonna, that can potentially happen. Red will happen, but I'm losing that. Okay.
One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's the right one to go. So that will complete this one of 2 because of that, what we just said with Paul. Then this one will complete because of that one. And then this one will complete because of that group there. Done.
It's your turn.
It is. Sorry. Thank you. I'm glad you said something because we would have been waiting here a while. I think I put this here.
Actually,
Possibly
hold on one second.
here.
I'm going to take both these because I can go 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's just no reason not to. And now I'll figure this out.
You know what? It's the same thing, so I might as well do that there and complete this one there.
I'm going to put this one here, which
Oh, I still wanted that one.
gives 3 here. And then I could go up there right now, but I think I'll wait because I can get that. Oh, I suppose it doesn't matter because I'm either getting that one Nah, I'll leave it. And this one's going to go here, I believe. Because that's 2 and 4.
Yep, completes them both. And according to Christopher, there's an example in the rule book that shows specifically you can overfill, per se.
I don't know what overfill.
Like that. You can use, like, it's 4, but it's actually 2 as well.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Right. There's 4. So this will go there, and that'll complete these 2. So the yellows for that, and the group of blue or turquoise for that. Done.
So I need a red, which does not exist. What do I want?
Yeah, Mach V, go with that. No, the light, the aqua and the dark blue are crystal clear to me in person, aren't they to you?
I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention.
Okay. But no one dies, Mach V.
Probably that one. Oh, if I put another one up there, that'll be those 2. I don't think that's super beneficial, though. Wishing I could fill right now. So no, no.
Or Ying tea today.
Oh, yes, and that'll fill the other one. I guess that's my best bet. I'll do this one. I don't have to go there. I can go here, and that could potentially... oh, that could still fill. It doesn't matter.
And when you refill, you always start clockwise from the moon, where it is.
All right, so that's 4. It's also 2. Oh, but if I do go up there, then potentially I could get that one. That seems good.
And put that there, I think. Yes. Then...
Wow, you're way behind me. How'd you get so far behind?
It happens.
Did you just move? You're 4?
Oh, I did not.
I was like, that's a little too much.
My bad. And then I will take that one
You suck.
for 3. That'll go there. This will complete this one, because they're there and there. And it'll complete this one because of those 2.
Well, a 3.
Feeling better, Dylan. Definitely getting there. Hey, Felix.
Only fills 1.
It's gotta be. All right.
Darn it. Is there anything? Yeah, that's too far.
there's one particular tile on the board that I want. We'll see how it plays out.
That's not enough. I guess go with that one, which puts me there. This could fill immediately, or just go up there and fill that one. Doesn't really matter. I'll do that.
Hey, Tony.
So there. And then, oh, actually, you know what? I'm not, if I do that, because that fills immediately. And then if I take that one, it's just one. But I guess it's one. It's a yellow. Oh well.
Glory to Rome.
So that'll be three.
I knew I wasn't going to be able to get it, but wanted to get it around the next time plus.
So there I can do two. Do I just do that? What do we have left? I think I abandoned my plan. Do this, which, oh no, that doesn't fill two. I was thinking that gave me four. It doesn't.
I have to choose this one. Not because I want it, but because of the other tile that I want.
I swear there's a way to do this. But that seems fine.
I feel like this is a completely wasted tile, all to be able to get the one I actually want. I don't think this really matters. So, I'll just... I might as well help it in some way, right? That'll work. But this is the one I wanted. I think I'm too far behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will go there, which completes 3 of them. Which that'll complete the 4, the 2, and the 1.
Game.
And there you go. So close. At least I was closer than I have been in the past. To the shock of exactly 0 people, Jess wins.
You delayed me because if I had gotten this earlier, it would have been game. When you passed it. And I was like, ah!
All right, so thoughts. Lunar Nova.
That's fine. This was different than what? I can't start with
no,
this is fun. I have to start with something really gravitas here. It's a lunchtime stream. It's the refilling this time in this play. That's where I think a lot of the strategy is, because maybe you don't want to refill because you are within 3 of something that you want, but what if something better comes out? So that can be hugely beneficial or not beneficial. So we've seen some differences there, but I think it's balanced enough that like there's enough of a difference where it could be hugely beneficial, which we saw in our game where when I'd refill, I'd get exactly the tile I wanted, and it was crazy great. But that didn't happen this time. I'd refill, and I'd made myself further from the one that would have been way more beneficial than what came out. So that is definitely a toss-up. So there's some randomness there, but mitigatable because you don't have to fill. And then that tension of what the other player is going to take, which we saw that's
Right,
where
and
you're like, you took
See,
my tile.
I'm not at the point yet to where I'm focused on what she's doing and trying to not really hate draft, but I could take this tile, but I could also take this one, which might keep her. I'm having a hard enough time just focusing on my own game.
I'm not sure you have to switch to that. That's a potential strategy where you could be like, okay, what does it look like you need? I'll make sure I grab that. But honestly, I think it's more beneficial to look at your own tableau. And given that it's straight to once all your pieces is out, done, I was trying to create combos.
Same.
Where I wasn't scoring them right away, but then I was going to score like 5 because that way it looks like, I don't have to worry. She's got plenty of things in the board. I know I'm 1 tile away from but you don't potentially. So you're kind of hiding how well you're doing in that way because otherwise it's clearly obvious.
Right. And I just felt good that I was able to put 2 and 3 combos together to where putting down 2 and 3 at a time is satisfying. It feels good. But yeah, there is a fair bit of randomness in the order in which the tiles come up, but I don't feel, it's a 30-minute game, right?
No, and for that it's fine.
Yeah, I don't feel like you did better because of the tile layout.
No.
I feel like you did better because you did better.
And I was worried about that last time because the draws were so good for me. But no, it wasn't that because, again, this time, not so much. So that's
Right.
totally a gamble on whether it's going to be beneficial or not. I was worried about the fact that is there ever a strategy where it makes sense to go for the bigger number tile? Because these aren't points, these only are helping or moving you around the board. There's more flexibility here, but this may be completely not beneficial to you. So that 7 isn't worth it if this is the only thing you're scoring now, that's more like a 1, right? Or a,
Yep.
One of the lower number ones, a 2 here. So that's a little, I was worried about those numbers there and I'm like, well, clearly you just go for all the small numbers. But no, there were times in trying that strategy this time, I'm like, nope, that makes no sense. I have to grab that big number tile.
Right. And the big number are technically easier to complete because
Potentially.
right, and there are more goals and all of this, so you can chain potentially.
And I saw that where I was like, this is all I need. And then I lay it and later I'm like, that gave me so many options now. Like now I have the option to go there and score. When I was setting it up, I was throwing away these 2, but no, actually they become beneficial. So yeah.
So there you go. And like I said, solo to 4-player. So I have played it 4-player. I will say that it was really hard to plan things in the 4-player game because obviously the moon is going to move around so far potentially that it becomes extremely tactical. I've enjoyed my plays at 2-player. How would you compare? How would you compare it to Habitats?
It's just not Habitats. Yeah, it's so different from Habitats for me. Is it the same mechanism, tile placement and adjacency scoring? Sure, but it's not Habitats. It's in Habitats, the tiles come out and where you're pulling from your animal walks and he can't go backwards, which I love. And so it's, you have to think about where you want to face your animal is, for me, the big draw of Habitats. That's where your strategy comes in. Here, the biggest strategy I can see is when to refill, and then potentially if you're skipping over tiles that another person needs, maybe not drafting them, but even just skipping them to delay their access to them. So they're very different in how those mechanisms play out. I can see the inspiration, but they're very different games, and I would want to own both. They're just not.
Okay,
they don't
fair
overlap.
Enough. Yeah, and like Uwe said, it was inspired by it.
Which is really nice of him to credit that because I don't see personally enough of an overlap there to say it's a co-design, but that was really nice of him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's props, respect for that.
So there you go. All right, so there is Lunar Nova coming. Apparently, it's Q1 2020 from Stronghold Games. A big thank you to Spielweiss, who actually provided us with the review copy during Spiel to be able to stream this with you. It was a funny interaction. Went by the booth and handed them my card and they were like, "Oh, know who you are?" I'd be like, "You really want to show this off?" And I was like, "It's Uwe Rosenberg, right?" And they said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, very curious. Check it out." "You sure?" I was like, really?
You only play High Frontier. What are
Right,
you
yeah,
doing?
yeah, yeah. And so, no, I was like, no, we do lunchtime streams as well. Like, oh, okay, absolutely. Yeah. So I thought that was pretty funny, Michael over there at Spielweis. So thank you to everybody over there, and thanks everybody for watching. Definitely appreciate it. If you guys liked it, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. We are getting dangerously close to procuring an upgraded camera, or an additional camera, as it were, PTZ camera, when we hit 800 patrons. So consider supporting the show over on pledgehc.com. You get access to the Slack channel, teaching notes, and a whole bunch of other perks. So if you enjoy being in the chat, if you are live now, you basically, it's that, but perpetual over in the Slack channel. So check that out. Be back tomorrow for something a little bit different with a model, which also doubles as a card holder for your game playing adjacent stuff, would be a good way to describe that. Yeah. So there you go. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm Edward.
I'm Jess.
You guys have a great day. Catch y'all tomorrow. Take care, everybody. I'm really surprised you won, said no one, ever. I feel bad for Alan. The one guy who chose me. I'm sorry, Alan. I'm sorry.